Bum 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 ba bum ba. Off constantly.
Good evening, afternoon, or morning, whatever it is. Welcome to Off Constantly, your weekly ADD theater and pop culture extravaganza. I'm your host, Bamba. With me, as always, is Samurai
Hi, y'all.
and Backwater. Excellent intro. Before we get started, I would like to, for all you podcast listeners out there, that's right, we're now in podcast.
Yeah.
Please heed the warning that is coming.
Warning, if you are listening to the audio version of Off Constantly, do not operate a motor vehicle. The rapid changes of topic combined with the lights of oncoming traffic has been known to cause seizures.
Okay.
Wow. Be careful.
Yes, if you were driving, definitely take that into consideration.
Driving is so dangerous.
It is.
We don't want to make it more dangerous. The weather out there is frightful.
If you are driving right now, please text
Heard
us
that.
and let us know where you're at, and we'll make sure that we send a special podcast your way. So, as you're driving.
Yes.
And it's always nice to smoke a cigarette while you're driving as
And
well.
let's not forget
Phone
our
and
coffee.
cig, one hand.
Yep.
That's the way to do it at them stoplights, you know.
That works.
Coffee.
And
Fiddling
coffee.
with your radio always calms you down and makes you a better
You
driver.
shouldn't fiddle in the car.
Well, tell that to Charlie Daniels.
Well, fire on the mountain, run, boy, run. Welcome to our Easter episode. We're obviously wearing our Easter ears, so
Yes.
you can tell that, well, Sam is.
Every year.
We forgot ours.
My ears are sad, so that's
They're,
at least it.
they're down, yes.
We could make these
It
leads
wor-
work if we really wanted to.
I really don't want to.
Another
so,
episode.
another episode, we'll talk about that. Tonight, tonight, morning, whatever the heck it is in your area, we're going to talk about bunny rabbits versus church stuff. Now, we all know the story of the baby Jesus and how he died on
I
a
thought it was about
cross.
the baby bunny.
Well, that's coming.
Oh.
First, it's the baby Jesus. What
Okay.
came first, the baby Jesus or the egg?
I'm going to guess the egg.
The egg probably did come first?
Yes.
Hmm.
But the incredible edible egg came after Jesus.
And when did we start coloring the egg?
And back to egg, the Paul
I bet you the
McCartney
French
album,
started it.
also after Jesus.
Okay, that
Isn't
was
that
too much.
Isn't that, oh,
Okay,
Wings, I think.
Wings.
Yes.
Wings. Paul
Forget it,
McCartney?
I'm making obscure
I like
references
Wings.
to nothing.
Paul McCartney and
yes.
Wings?
Yes.
She would've beat
I think
those
one of
later.
their albums is Back to Egg. if
Oh,
I'm
I
not
thought it was
mistaken.
Baby I'm Amazed, but
Is it Baby I'm Amazed or
maybe I'm Amazed.
It's
See?
not?
There we go.
I honestly
I was
don't even
going with the
remember.
Baby
Great
Jesus,
song.
so
Okay,
I
let's
thought it
talk
was,
about Baby Jesus.
I
Let's
thought
talk
it was
about Easter.
baby I'm amazed.
Baby
Like
I'm
baby
Amazed.
Jesus.
Okay. Could someone in the audience text us while you're driving the answer to that
Our
question?
research department. Is
Our
on
research
it right
department's
now.
on
They
it
are
right
driving around the city on their
Driving.
computers, smoking, fiddling with their radio,
And drinking coffee.
texting their BFFs,
In
One in
drive-thru.
Blaine.
and
One in Blaine.
When in Blaine. Two as the others.
That's my new top. That's my
When
new.
in Blaine.
It's my new saying. Driving. One in Blaine.
When in Blaine.
You get in car accidents.
Talk about bunny rabbits versus church stuff.
Cutting
Okay.
in two here.
so what is
So,
the rub?
What? Huh?
What's the rub?
What rub?
What's the friction here between? Is it you say
Well,
versus?
there's
as in,
fuzzy
like-
bunny.
Okay, there is a fuzzy bunny.
Versus baby Jesus.
Are there hairless?
Who
bunnies?
wins in that cage match?
Well, if
Jesus
you're
would not hurt
talking
a
about
bunny.
a literal, well, I don't know.
I would
don't
go
know,
with
like-
the baby Jesus. He
Yeah,
is the Son of
probably.
God, so
I mean, I think that maybe he's got dominion over the beasts. It's in the Bible.
Obviously.
So he's like, he might even actually have the bunny
I don't even know what dominion means.
get
but
out of the cage
Neither.
and actually
What is
let
that?
him out. And the bunny and him, see, he would befriend the bunny. He would,
Yeah.
he would bring the
Yeah,
bunny
he would
over
probably
to his
save
side.
the bunny. He might
Charismatic
first
dude.
hurt him, but then he's gonna save him.
Well,
What do you heard? You heard them? You mean?
Herd them.
He is a
not
shepherd.
Hurt them. Hurt them. Well, he is a shepherd,
he would shepherd the bunnies.
and he is my shepherd.
Yes.
I shall not want. But seriously, what did come first? The baby Jesus or the egg? I mean, obviously the egg. Well, Okay,
There
let me
were
back
eggs
up.
before
the
Jesus.
painted Easter egg. The
Oh,
pastel
I
eggs.
see. I
Oh, I mean,
don't
Was there
know.
the
probably
big-
All that
after.
stuff is.
You think so? Well, obviously it had to be because we wouldn't celebrate
Yeah.
Easter until after Jesus, right?
I don't know.
This
You
is a
thought-
weird question.
This is
Yeah.
thinking way
No.
too much into it. So
But Easter eggs painting, that is just kind of weird.
why
I think
did
it
we
maybe
do
like
that?
the
Well, so-
Chinese or like the French or.
What? I like that you said French. I don't get it. I love it, but I don't understand.
They're into that
because
weird.
they have
I just
the
feel like,
Fabergé
the
eggs.
Fabergé eggs.
Is
I'll
that
put a fleur de
French?
lis on it. You know.
A fleur de lis.
Yeah.
What's that?
New
A
Orleans
floating
Saint-
lease, you know, when you lease out an apartment
Yeah.
in
I
a
thought-
floating,
I thought
in a
you said
floating
Mona
apartment
Lisa at
building.
first.
No,
but
fleur de
then
lis.
we
Fleur
were-
de-
Fleur de-
that's- I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. You know the sign for New
No.
Orleans Saints?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a fleur de lis.
Oh, why? Who dat?
Is
It's
it?
a symbol.
I know.
Okay.
Who
Fleur.
dat? That's what
Fleur
they
de la
say.
coeur.
Okay.
Who that?
Who dat? So
90s.
because I have no comeback for that. So Easter egg hunts.
You got it.
You did. You shut me down.
These sassy pigtails,
That's what
let
it
me
is.
tell you. My
I can't
Easter tails.
concentrate.
Double the sass.
The
Sassafras.
Easter egg hunts. Now
Oh.
that we've discussed where they came from and
Mhm.
figured out it was France.
Yes.
Potentially.
All the rich people in France were losing all their Fabergé eggs, and they had to send the peasants out to go find them.
Because we had New Orleans Saint symbols painted
Well,
on
of
them.
course, they were all saying like, "Who dat?" And they were going,
Uh-huh.
"It I."
And that's where the bunny comes in because it grabs the basket and it takes off with them. Everybody's like, "Who dat?
You
Who
know,
dat?"
when a bunny sees an egg, it's like just wants to hoard it and put it in its little hidey hole. I don't know where does
Bunnies
that.
Well,
can't
first
hold
it-
things.
If it's in a basket, it can.
Okay.
It's true.
Well, and they eat grass.
That's science.
We're talking Easter bunny, I guess. Okay.
Okay. What about the
I'm all-
and the grass? Let's talk about the grass. Plastic. Where
Yeah.
did that come from?
I could
And
tell you a
why
story
do we
about that
buy it?
stuff,
Okay,
but I
please
better
do.
not.
Why? Does it involve a dog and puking or pooping?
No.
Oh, because I've got lots of those stories.
You
We
used to
should do an
think that the
episode on
grass
dogs
was
doing
food.
vile
You know,
things.
extra candy, like, oh, so you
Oh,
eat
so we're not
that.
talking about dogs doing it. We're talking about humans doing it.
Oh.
Samantha.
Oh. Well, I thought this. thought you meant dogs.
What?
Like different topics. I didn't know you were trying to. Never mind.
You were eating grass and pooped it out, and okay.
Are we talking about?
I don't know
Easter
what we're
grass,
talking
the
about
plastic
anymore.
Easter grass you were eating?
Yeah,
Your insides must be.
that's what I'm saying.
Wrecked.
No, he was.
Why are you
He
pointing
did
at
it?
me? I
Yeah.
didn't eat it.
Somebody
I said,
Whatever.
where did it come from? Not, it
had
was
a bowl.
delicious.
I had a
Whatever.
bowl of Easter egg grass in that studio,
Yeah.
and it disappeared. Somebody ate it. Okay,
Well,
I know it was one of you.
You
two.
got me.
I know it.
Actually, one year we did buy for my children who are here tonight. Hi, guys.
Congratulations
And we'll
on two healthy
hopefully
daughters.
you'll be able to actually see them later. We actually bought them edible Easter grass once.
I
They
was
have
just
that?
going to ask if they had that.
Yes.
Interesting.
What does it taste like? Coconut?
Horrible. Styrofoam.
It
It
tastes
tasted
like
like
horrible.
shredded styrofoam with the pink coloring.
Oh.
And they,
Oh,
I
with
think
pink?
they
Isn't it
thought
usually
the
green?
pink coloring was going to make it more appealing, and it did look like bubble gum, but it tasted like.
Why don't, if you're going to get pink grass like that, why don't you just fill a thing with fruit strip gum or whatever it is? Or does that still
Because
exist?
Yeah, the
Do
tape
you know
gum.
how
Yes, tape.
expensive
That stuff's
fruit
good.
tape is versus 89 cents for edible
That's-
styrofoam?
I mean, you only need
I'm
one roll.
I'm thinking about
$4 more.
economy here. So that was our Easter extravaganza right there. So moving on from something different. Our second topic,
Put it there.
subject tonight.
It ain't sad.
Subject, up high, hello.
We got it down.
Lloyd Henry time.
Let's just watch him do it.
No. All right, fine. All right, second subject sent to a viewer. So why did I brought my glasses? Michael Trevino
Hamster.
from I can't even read this. Vivian, Minnesota. Is that a real place?
It's beautiful.
Okay. Thank you.
My aunt's.
The name I just said. Favorite villain of James Bond. James Bond is the subject. Sorry.
Yes.
Subject. Thank you for the great subject, great suggestion. I'm just going to sit here and shut up because I don't know that I've ever actually seen a James Bond movie, and I
Yeah.
know you at home are going to throw things at the
You
television.
haven't?
I thought that I
None.
was like one of the few people who I've seen two. I've seen Casino Royale, the newer one,
Who
and
hasn't?
I've seen the old one too, which is
There's an
a
old
Woody
one?
Allen movie.
Oh.
It's like it's not a Woody Allen movie. It's I don't
thought
want
he
to
was
go
the
into
cowboy
the
on
weird.
Toy
Was
Story.
Woody Allen
There
James
was
Bond?
a one James
re-
Bond movie, and it was Casino Royale, but
Yeah.
it was a comedy, and like a bunch of different people played James Bond. It's,
You're making that up.
I'm telling you.
What
it
year?
was
1970s?
No, late 60s.
Late 60s.
Was it the same time they had the Cheese movie with the rocket ship hitting the moon?
What was that movie?
I can't remember what movie that was.
Isn't that just like a music video?
No, it's an actual. That was the first
Yeah,
motion picture.
Oh yeah.
From
I think I've
there
seen
to the
that
moon
in a
or-
movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen a movie about the making of that movie. That's
Yeah. It's
I
a
think
whole
it was
other
the
movie.
Hugo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I saw that. That was cute. I like that.
So
which is funny because I was there today for a meeting.
Hugo?
Hugo, yeah.
They shot a movie
If
about
you go,
Hugo.
I'll go.
If Hugo, we all go.
That was really sad when a couple of years ago when the movie Hugo got hit by that tornado.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
lot
And
of
if
property
Hugo, we all
damage.
go. Like in
Wow.
Backdraft.
Talk about a subject.
Yeah.
This
Uh-huh.
is getting sad.
Way to go.
I've seen Skyfall.
You have.
Let it crumble.
Look out, Adele.
How
Look
was
out.
How was Skyfall?
It was awesome.
What is this? We have an
Oh.
incoming
And
email.
it's
Thank you.
James Bond.
So, okay. So you've actually seen? Have you seen James Bond? Are
I've
we
seen
gonna
2
just move
movies.
on to the email?
I've kind of seen them. I think I used to play it a lot on my N64. They had James Bond, and you just
I actually had played that
Yeah,
in 64.
that was
GoldenEye?
GoldenEye.
golden gun. Yeah, GoldenEye. And you
think
could
I
get the
played the
golden
video
gun,
game.
one shoot, and you're gone. Sweet. That was fun.
That was a
game.
Pierce Brosnan. era,
Temple?
too.
So what you're
The
saying
Temple,
is,
remember that one?
if you have the golden gun, you have one shoot and you're gone.
No.
That I'm so.
Let's hope you don't have one
You
shoot.
I
want
was
me to
lying.
really
I've never
want to
played
explain?
GoldenEye in my life. Can't even say it. Played Golden Tee. Does that count?
Yeah, no.
All right. We'll go
Well,
from there.
if you have the Golden Golf Club, one shot and you die.
Oh, now I get
Remember
it.
that? Remember
So
that?
Is that real?
No.
should we read an email?
Yeah, this is for you.
Do.
Okay.
Do you think I would make a good Bond girl? I'm gonna say, I don't think so.
This is for me.
Yeah,
Do I think you would make a good Bond girl?
yeah.
Because we know Bamba would make an excellent.
I think you would make.
Yeah.
I think he would be the.
The
Tough
best
call.
Bond girl?
I think you would.
Oh, jeez.
I would still love to see you in a wig.
Uh-huh. I want to see me coming out of the water like Halle Berry did.
Mm.
Even though I've never seen the movie, I've seen the
Just-
commercial, so that's a thought to go to sleep
Yeah.
to tonight.
Yeah, we got children on set
Yeah,
today.
we have
should
children
pipe
on
it
set.
down.
Which is why I can't go into the titles of the movies because my daughters are here. I feel, thanks Dave for RW for putting certain titles on here that he knew I wouldn't read with my kids here. So jokes on me. I get it. Really funny. Names that should be used for Bond villains.
Ooh,
Oh, that's a good one actually.
well,
Oh,
these are the Bond girl names.
okay.
There's Pussy Galore,
Oh, babe. See,
Honey Rider,
here we are.
Holly Goodhead,
Mm-hmm.
Xenia on top,
I think we're good.
or Jinx.
We're good right
Jinx?
now. So, Jinx, yeah, that's
You owe
what
me a
this
soda.
is a jinx. It's
Okay, good names
good
for a
names
villain.
for Bond villains. There was Jaws, Moonraker. I did see Moonraker. because it
Oh,
was Star
what
Wars
was the little guy's name? Joby?
Josie?
Jobin?
Joven?
No, it
And the
was.
Joe to the, never mind.
Oh, Ochibon.
Ichiban?
I only
Okiboji?
saw
Come
the
on, Brad,
two, so I
you've
don't
seen
know.
the movies. Who was that?
We'll have to tweet about that. Get some.
Okay, again, research
hear about it.
department, we now have 2 things for you. Tattoo. And that
That would be a good nickname. Or
freaking
villain
A.
name.
Can you imagine what was his name?
Hervé Villachez.
Tattoo. Hervé what? Oh, bless
Hervé
you.
Villachez.
Hervé Villachez. If he was a Bond villain,
That would be a good name.
that would be the most awesomest movie ever.
Be
That would be a really
ultra
good name
awesomeness.
He'd be like
too. Villain Chase.
Hervé
Perfect.
Villachez.
He should have been a crime fighter.
You
with
should have been a
name
writer
like
for
that.
Bond movies.
Tell
Yeah.
me. Tell me about it.
And speaking of writer for Bond movies, It is now time for W in the Soil Minute.
Welcome to Off Constantly Soil Minute. I'm D.W. Bauer. Today's topic, pavement ants. Now, I'm not a big fan of pavement ants. I've brought my trusted tile probe in case I see any. I can try and combat them. But pavement ants are those little ants that you see in the sidewalks and also in your house if you live in the Anoka Sand Plain. Pavement ants are an invasive species and they love it here. They're from Europe and they just love it here. I don't know what happened to the native ants. We have lots of pavement ants. In my house, we control them by using a sweet bait that poison. They take the bait back to their colony and then it dies. But pavement ants migrate under the ground. So since my house rocks, all the pavement ants migrate to my house. So a colony dies, new colony moves in. It's an endless cycle. I could invest in these companies. I probably have invested. I bought so much ant bait. Anyway, pavement ants, they're an invasive species. They're not native, and they're in the Anoka Sand Plain. And that's your Soil Minute.
Wow.
Wow.
That was
I know.
good.
I'm terrified right now
Of ants.
of ants.
Ants in your pants?
I'm so
I'm
mad at
not-
these pavement ants, I'm not even going to listen to the band Pavement anymore. That's how angry I
You know how
am.
angry I am with them?
Or Adam Ant.
I don't even like uncles anymore.
I don't even like Alien Ant Farm.
Do you get it? Do you get it?
No. Ants!
Takes a minute. Let it simmer. Let it simmer.
That was a classic.
Whoop, microwave's done.
But do
Okay.
you guys say ants or aunt for real?
Well, it depends. If you go south of Mason-Dixon, it's ant.
Who's Mason Dixon?
Well, you just were there. See, when we go down to Kansas,
He's
we've
a
got lot of
Bond
relatives
villain.
in Kansas, or we visit Brad's family in Tejas. Everybody down there
Hey, Hosh.
hangs out with their aunt. Their aunt.
I used to call my ants my
Uncle.
ants.
Aunt and
No.
uncle. I can't even do
I
it the way.
think I switched
how
off.
do they even
Yeah,
say
I don't know.
uncle?
Uncle.
Uncle. Y'all.
My
y'all
Uncle Charlie.
Speaking of which, did you watch Dallas last week?
Oh my gosh, no.
Subject. I'm going completely off subject. But JR, it was his last episode. You don't even know who JR
They
is.
shot
They have a
him, right?
trucking company, don't they?
Who?
They're always the
Ewing?
J when I'm playing an alphabet game in my car. JR Trucking.
Huh. I don't even know what that means. They're always the J
Drive
when
on
I
the
play in
highway.
the car.
Well, when you're playing the alphabet
Alphabet game in the car.
Oh, we have an alphabet game? What is this?
When you're bored in the car, you play
Never
the
happens.
alphabet game.
Yeah, because you're always smoking your smoke, drinking your
Coffee,
coffee, fiddling with the radio,
texting.
listening to this
On my
podcast,
laptop.
laughing,
Yeah.
snorting coffee out of your nose.
Playing the fiddle.
I did it on the way down to Texas. What are you talking about?
About what?
The alphabet game.
What alphabet?
You see A, you go A, you know.
That was like 3 years ago. Come
I know
on.
you got bored like after 10 minutes.
I did.
He also
I
forgot
couldn't-
the alphabet.
I'm like, I'm done. And then he wanted to play a license plate game.
Oh,
That's even more boring because, like, you're going to see all 50 states on one freeway.
I agree. The only
So-
time to play that is Mall of America.
That's easy, though.
Exactly.
And if you really can't find, like, Nevada or Hawaii, just look at the sign.
Huh. I suppose.
Here's your sign.
I go into the license plate store and go, there we are.
There it is, done.
I
All
love that
50,
store.
Easy.
That is a great store.
I didn't know there was a license
There's
plate
not.
store. Oh, then I love it too. So,
That's the idea of it.
Our last subject tonight is the ice off, and
Snow
I'm
melt.
not swearing. It's actually what is snow off?
Snow melts.
Snow melt
I think it means the ice is coming off.
the lake.
Ice.
Yes.
I don't know what is this?
That's where the ice is
Face
at.
off. It's
Oh, you should take this.
classic
Ice off. It's the-
cage acting.
How about if you know what it really means? It means the day the greatest song ever written fell off the Billboard Top 100,
Ice, ice, baby.
and it fell off the Billboard Top 1. Okay.
Okay.
So
was it
when,
number one?
when
So snow melt, is that when Snow's Informer fell off the top 100?
yes,
Because you know Adam is nobody I can blame.
a licky boom boom down.
As you would.
Detective Man said that was shot someone down the lane.
I think I know this
Licky boom
one.
boom down.
Licky boom boom down.
Lick a boom boom down.
Okay, camera person number 1. Stop texting. Put that away.
She's driving.
Jeez.
I think
Yeah. Are you driving a car? Are you having mocha?
OMG.
Are you?
This
are
is
you?
so
OMG.
dumb.
This is so.
I cannot believe these idiots
I can't believe how
babbling about
awesome this is.
all of this stuff
I
that
get
I
to
don't
come here
understand.
and see things that I
Project
normally
Runway
don't
is
get to
on
see.
tonight.
I'm missing Dance Moms for this.
They are talking about a rapper who had one hit 40 years ago.
Who I've never even heard of, but I have seen the whatever ice commercial for chewing gum that has Ice Ice Baby in it. That's
Texting off constantly.
Yes.
She's tweeting.
Oh,
That's
that's
actually.
interesting. Are you tweeting for off constantly? She has no idea what we're talking about. So I'm gonna go with that's probably not happening. So,
At all.
so Ice Off, we got a date.
Yes.
Oh,
Not, I mean, not like
For
we're going
Ham
out
Lake.
or anything, but
yeah, I thought we were going to sit together by the shore and slowly wait for the ice to melt, holding hands. We'll pack a picnic.
and we'll
the
sit
picnic
there
will be
until
a
it
cooler
does. It would have
full
to
of
be
beverages.
it would need to be in like a wing
55
of Target
sandwiches.
if we were gonna
And
sit there.
yeah, every night you run out as far as you can
Yeah.
on the ice.
And
Just add a
then-
little
yeah.
drama.
Oh.
The other one will be there to save you.
And possibly.
You have a rope on. You can have a rope around you.
Or we get a bunch of bowling balls and we bowl them
That's
out
a
there.
Oh
way
yes.
better idea.
Speaking of bowling on ice, the Ham Lake snow bowling days.
Didn't we all guess?
We guessed
Yes.
it, yes.
Yeah.
For Ham Lake, we did put in a date, and I think we had to buy a button to
Yeah.
do this
Well,
thing.
if you,
Yes.
it was a few weekends ago. They do this big event on the ice, and then they build this
Oh, it's
the
already happened?
statue.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we had
sometime in
we
February.
had our other event.
The Off Constantly holiday party.
Yes.
It was just us three sitting and staring at each other going, we're not going to invite the crew. We're so
much better than
important.
they are.
We are Off Constantly.
And our 7 viewers that are there. So, are we doing emails now, or because the show is pretty much done at this point, I think. So we could probably save that email for next time if need be, or we could do it now. I don't care.
Or later.
Or later. It's like a candy.
I could just think and up an
Oh.
email.
Oh, we got one.
We've got one, I think, coming
Fresh
in
out
here.
of the jungle.
Oh.
And so-
Nice.
So suavely done. Careful, don't.
It's all right. It's all right.
We don't actually have any insurance, so. Okay. Yep. You can't see it at home, but the whole top side of the studio fell down. Not really.
You want our email?
Only if you read it like Bane.
All right. So this one comes from Patty Mount, North
Doesn't
Dakota.
sound like Bane.
Burn. Wait, we're not. This isn't the Batman episode.
No, it's
Would
James
you?
Bond.
Okay.
Sounded like a chicken.
This is a good question.
Okay, ask it.
Somehow I'm wondering how this relates to ice, but you know what? Patty doesn't care. So, would you rather drive the new Lincoln, go to Lincoln, Nebraska, or is it Northeast, or watch the new Steven Spielberg Lincoln movie?
Great question. That was from Patty?
I want to answer it too.
Okay, why don't you answer it first?
No, you first.
No, because
I
it
would
might
say-
persuade my opinion.
I want to drive the new Lincoln.
Okay.
My parents got a Lincoln. I just feel like a boss when I get to drive their old
See,
one.
A boss. Holla.
Son,
You're
gonna
the
drive and be
boss.
Drinking if you don't stop driving that hot rod Lincoln.
Lincoln.
Red, you know
Yeah,
that song.
yeah.
Okay. I want to make sure
I-
I make it up in my.
What would you rather do?
Well, I would actually rather Steven Spielberg made a movie about a guy in Lincoln who drives a Lincoln, is also a Lincoln lawyer, and then is actually Abraham Lincoln.
In his reincarnated.
You're mashing up three.
You know, they
great
did
tests.
make
The Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln Vampire Slayer, which could possibly be top 5 greatest film ever made.
For real?
Did
Yeah.
you see that?
You
And
saw it?
We have it in 3D. You guys
Is
should
it
come over
awesome?
some night.
I have a 3D
Whoa.
TV at my house.
Oh, that's great. I do too. See, you're bored with it already.
No, I'm
3D.
thinking
Ooh.
my life is over. I only have 2Ds. This is ridiculous.
Well, it's time to get in 2013 and get that third one.
I could just watch
It's called 2013D.
Thanks for clearing that up.
2013.
01
Okay.
3D.
I got
Yes.
it. I
So,
got it. I got
So
it.
what do you want to do?
I would say, because I love Lincoln so much,
The cat?
The movie?
the car,
Okay.
I'd want to drive the car. But
Okay.
that being said,
You wanna race
again,
it?
Abraham Lincoln Vampire Slayer. What if I drove the Lincoln?
Okay.
Or what if I had somebody drive the Lincoln, watched Lincoln Lawyer or Abraham Lincoln Vampire Slayer in 3D in the back seat while doing a subpoena with the Lincoln Lawyer,
And driving to Lincoln.
driving to Lincoln, Nebraska?
You know what?
That's actually
That's
what I'd rather do. So,
I think I'd agree.
on that note, any closing comments for tonight?
Stay thirsty, my friend.
All right, that's the original. Jay,
You can't have too much Lincoln in your life.
you can
No.
and stay classy, Minneapolis. Have a good evening.
Bum 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 ba bum ba. Off constantly.